Hey people, how the fuck are you doing? We had Stuart McFaull in with us again this week. You might remember Stuart that was with us for the massive drunken episode we had, which was like the main pod was about 2 hours long. Then I think the patrons got an extra hour of that as well. But that was a load of fun. But this one was slightly more sober, but I hope just as fun for you to listen to. We had some really good chats. Talked about his article that he's just written about vaccination, which is fascinating, as I'm going to say when you listen to the podcast in a second, that I wish I'd been able to read an article like that when I was going through the tribulation of whether to vaccinate my child or not. So excellent article. I urge you to go and look at it, and should I remember, which I probably will, I'll put the link in the description of this podcast so you can go and have a look at it. Martin had a gig today. Not today. Well, when we recorded the podcast. For all intents and purposes, right now he's got a gig. He's got a gig in about an hour and a half's time. That's easiest. So we did the normal podcast as normal, and then what would then be the Patreon podcast. The normal podcast spilled into the Patreon podcast. So if you're enjoying listening to this, go over to the Patreon, sign up to the podcast, and there's a little chunk more of this stuff waiting for you. Apart from that, enjoy the show. Bye.
Why? To record the podcast, you did.
It's recording? Why? Yeah. My headphones aren't sitting on top of my massive head.
There we go. We've one-upped it in the professional grades by adding headphones so we can hear ourselves now.
We have. Well, you can. I don't appear to be able to. I'm just doing it for show now.
You just look like the guy from Linkin Park.
The dead one?
Dead?
Oh,
yeah.
Too soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it still too soon to make September the 11th jokes? 17 years, isn't it now?
17 years.
Yeah.
17 years a slave.
Yeah.
To the truth.
To the truth.
What?
I don't know.
I missed the beginning of that.
Have you ever seen 12 Years a Slave?
I have. To laugh.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
Good date movie.
Yeah. Not a good date movie. No.
I've not seen it.
No.
No, it is brilliant, but you're never going to watch it again.
No, you watch it once. That's all you need. I watched it on a fucking flight.
Did you?
Yeah. That and Black Swan.
Well, that's a power duo for the joysticks. Bloody hell. Cumberbatch, though, in 12 Years.
Yeah.
The accent.
No, it's a bit, yeah.
Ropey.
Where's he from in the film?
America.
Oh. He is one of the most British men in the world as well, isn't he?
It's like he's doing an impression of Hugh Laurie doing House. That's how his American is.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's how I've always deemed it.
I like Cumberbatch as well.
Oh, no, I like him, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we still going for this record of starting podcasts without saying hello to people?
Yeah, keep it going.
Let's just come up with Cumber Snatch puns. Eggs Benedict, Cumberland Sausage Snatch.
Cummy Batch is nice.
Yeah.
No, Cummy Batch.
Yeah. Cummy Batch, oof.
No.
That was a bully one, that wasn't it?
Cummy, something Thatch.
What?
Yeah. I'm just thinking about other terms
I've
for
just got
fanny
Cummy
now.
Bears in my head now.
Cummy Bears? Oh, God.
That sounds awful, and it's just bastardised by childhood.
And funny enough, I think it's come out of Martin's head first.
Cummy berry juice.
Oh.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere. Delicious.
Wanking here and there and that, yeah. I like it. I don't like it, it'd be horrible. But
What?
Never seen a porn parody of Gummy Bears yet.
Shut the front door.
There must be one. There's a fucking Smurfs porn parody, so there's got to be.
What happens in the Smurfs parody?
They all shag the only lady Smurf.
Oh, yeah. Smurfette.
Smurfette, yeah.
Big Papa leading the charge.
Yeah.
Bukkake.
They totally Smurf on her Smurf.
Oh, they smurfed all over her.
Yeah.
Shit.
What is that from?
Sounds like Family Guy.
I think it is. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. There's Family Guy porn as well.
That makes sense. Lois is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine. Do you get those after Who Framed Roger Rabbit? it's like maybe you do find cartoons attractive.
Oh yeah,
now.
we've been destroyed by that.
Yeah.
From our youth. Yeah.
A friend of mine used to find. He was like, we were talking about this, and it was like, oh yeah, what about Lois from Family Guy?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, Dot from Animaniacs. Like, no, I don't even know what species she is.
What is she? I mean, that's left field.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, fucking Dot from Animaniacs. I was like, no.
It's a whole
It is.
fetish.
What is
Best kind of fetish.
Smurf porn?
People eating and inserting gummy bears.
Oh.
So in eating post insertion.
I don't know. I'm not click and play. I mean, I've got Gummy Bears Volume 4 here on Pornhub.
Has it got its own title? Gummy Bears 4?
No. It's
Gum
all like
harder.
amateur stuff with gummy bears.
Gum on my face.
Yeah, there's no porn parody. It's just
okay.
it's just involving gummy bears.
We could also have pensioners dressed up like bears. We would take the teeth out.
Maybe
It could be. I think we could make some.
it could do. What am
Let's go
I?
and get a pension.
Sounds like a money
What are
spent.
the little people?
Doozers.
No,
Borrowers.
sweets. We're on sweets.
Jelly babies.
Yeah, sorry,
Is that
was
not a bit paedophilic?
I'd have thought so.
Mm.
I'm not searching that porn parody
No. You'd end up on a register for that.
Mm.
again.
Can they put you on the register if you're already on? Is this one of those things?
You just get promoted.
You just
Yeah.
get bumped up the
Bumped
list.
up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
list. Yeah.
Yeah. If you've already killed 8 people, they can't really give you any more life sentences.
It's like
so
looking
just keep killing.
It's like
You
when
guys
you're
will just
looking
keep
for a
going.
council
Yeah.
house and you find a leak in your roof.
Yeah.
You just get a few extra points.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm glad we cleared that up. So if you do get on the register for whatever, because you get lumped in for just he scratched his knackers at the bus stop or something, sex offender, or like the full hit.
Yeah.
It's good to know that you've got a while to go before you go, I'm not as bad as the full hitters.
That is good to know.
The home runners.
As they're known.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be like a colour system, like a spectrum. So
He's a red sex offender.
No, but you get like a little sex offender badge for shits and giggles. We'll make it the same font as the rainbow logo. Yeah.
Okay.
But then obviously like
Cute.
a red logo is.
It sounds whimsical though.
We stay away from those ones.
It does.
And then it
we
can
stay away from
but it can go all the way down to white.
Okay.
To in fact, just use the fucking martial arts belt system.
Okay.
So
He's a black belt
Yeah.
paedophile. Yeah.
So that white would be just scratching your knackers
Yeah,
at
it's in
the
bus stop.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then you can have a little purple stripe on it if you're fingering your bum. So
Okay.
that'd be like first down,
Right.
and
okay.
then
Yeah.
upwards.
And keep going. Okay.
It's got legs.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. But you have to wear it out everywhere.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Otherwise, there's no point in having it.
It would reduce the amount of date rapes, I suppose. Wouldn't
It would, but you'd feel a bit hard done by if you just scratched your balls once and you
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
You just wear it for a year. In that, if you're only a white badge.
Well, no, because the idea is, I suppose the idea of martial arts is to get the next badge. I don't think that's the
No.
way it should work here.
No.
If you improve, do you go down levels?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
you haven't
it's like-
fingered any kids for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Surely you can go down at least one
But
level.
does that?
It's like sex offenders golf.
Yeah.
The better you are, the less points
Yeah.
you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But does that? Does not doing it for 10 years make up for that 50 the year before, 10 years before?
What we're saying is that those kids don't matter anymore.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Fresh.
Already broken, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Was it you telling me about the priest who got done?
Yeah.
And they relocated him to Disneyland?
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes.
That sounds like something straight out of Brass Eye.
Yeah, no, he was moved to the parish at Disneyland.
What?
I'd fucking hate that though.
Yeah, that would be torturous.
Disneyland is the worst place in the world.
Yeah. But it might be
Terrible.
that
Yeah, I
he
think you
has-
touched on this last time.
yeah. He has to do the sermons and everything. Okay, he gets surrounded by kids, but he has to ride the It's a Small World ride at least once a day. That's his punishment. And it's every time the boat gets stuck.
I think riding the small ride was his problem in the first place.
Nice.
Ba-dum-tsh. Slash tumbleweed.
The best gags.
So, Stuart, you're back.
How you doing?
I'm back. I'm
That's
grand.
good going. Nearly 8 minutes before we've actually said who the
Yeah.
other fucking voice
Yeah.
is.
That's good going. That must be some kind of record, lads. Yeah, I'm back. Thanks for having me.
Martin, you haven't got a list of fucking questions that you're not going to read.
I didn't think I'd have to be that more prepared since he's a second timer.
We didn't touch upon any of them last time, I don't think. In any case.
Oh, shit, I couldn't,
Who knows?
read the list after
I'm still recovering
last time.
from last time.
That was a 3-day hangover.
Yeah.
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 Do you know, I bumped into someone at work the other day and they said to me, have you lost weight? And I went, I'll be honest, I got so shit-faced about a month ago, I haven't really drank since, and I think that's because I've got rid of the booze.
Yeah, that would do it.
Well, the podcast after that was with Steve May, and I had a couple of
you
beers
drank
with him,
them, yeah.
but nothing on the same level as the week before.
No.
It's just
But even when I was doing it, my body
irresponsible.
was going like, I'm not quite ready for this. And then that's it. I haven't drank since.
Yeah.
Wow. So, in a way, that was some kind of cleansing
It wasn't.
moment.
It was
for us
like
all.
going to a detox retreat.
Either that or you broke beer for me, and
Yeah,
I
maybe.
loved beer.
He's really tried in the past. He did fucking well. You deserve a badge.
Get me a badge. Not the same kind of badge.
No, not one of those.
Nobody wants my rainbow badge.
Not there yet.
Yeah, it's not like you're in the Scouts and you have to collect them all.
Oh God, can you imagine? Oh fucking hell,
Mm.
that'd
No.
be a dark sticker album.
It'll be like a Panini sticker album. I've got a shiny Savile, or I've got a double Ian Huntley.
Yeah, but there's loads of Ian Huntleys.
Yeah. No, there's not. But he excelled in his lying and all that lot.
Oh, on camera.
Yeah.
Like for the on-camera murderer, I don't think you can get better.
No, he's exemplary.
Yeah. He never broke face once. Not like that piss poor attempt for. Oh God, we're going to get into so dark fucking territory here.
There's no booze this time.
I know. Yeah, I know. That's the problem, isn't it? It's only because I twigged him when I saw the original press conference. Fucking, I wasn't having McFaull pot from the start. I knew he'd done something to do with that fucking house.
Who?
He set fire to his house so he could go in and save the kids and get like articles in the Sun and stuff, and then he'd make money off it.
Yeah.
Except he set fire to the house, went out, and then went, "Oh fucking hell, it's too hot. I'm not going in there." Call the fire brigade, but by that point he'd killed all his kids.
Fucking hell.
And they did
I
a
remember
press
that.
conference. I remember seeing it on like ITN, and you saw him there. I'm like, he doesn't look sad. He doesn't really. I think he's something up with them pair.
Like the McCann parents.
Like the McCanns, yeah.
What are our thoughts on the McCanns?
I don't know. I think they're implicit in whatever happened.
What is strange is that there. I know everyone reacts to grief or whatever you call that in different ways, but they are the photographs of them actively laughing their heads off the next morning.
Yeah.
That's
It's
deeply
a little bit
unsettling.
weird, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't be laughing unless you were psychopathic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was more the fact that from the next day, I remember like looking at the newspaper, looking at the pictures of the mum, thinking like they're professionally done photographs. They've
she's
been
had a
lit.
crash
They've
shot
been
done.
lit. She's had a makeup crew there to do that, and that's 24 hours after
Yeah.
you've just done the press conference.
You wouldn't be
That
concerned
seems
about that, would
weird.
you?
No.
No.
Seems weird.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. It's yeah, and they didn't even know whether she'd been killed or not by that point. It was just she's gone missing.
Also, the what she said when she went back to the table was really weird as well.
What was that?
She came back to the table where everyone was sat there. Grabbed her husband and said, "We've really let her down this time."
We've really let her down this time. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it is.
That
isn't
is
it?
a very strange choice of words.
Yeah. Also, if you imagine the
I can't even put that into a context though.
no,
of
I
what
can't.
What it would mean, unless the her isn't. It's not Maddie. It's someone else.
No, because she'd gone to check on Maddie.
Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, okay.
Basically, the
I
way
want to know
it
what they've done
the way it
before.
worked,
Yeah.
or what I can remember from what I was reading. If you imagine the complex is like one of these villa complexes with like a communal area in the middle.
Yeah.
Now their back door overlooks the restaurant-y bar area where they're sat at.
Okay.
But instead of going through into the back like conservatory doors, every time they went to check on her, they went
round
out
the
the front and round the building, which was a 15-minute round trip instead of the 2-minute trip it would have took to go in the back. So
That's a fucking
weird.
big walk.
Yeah, well, it was a massive
Comfort,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
round trip. So they're
Oh, yeah, but like a 7.5 minute walk.
So that was weird about it. It's the fact there was blood found in the car and the fucking
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
reading
odd.
that. Yeah.
I mean, even the policeman that ended up releasing that book, did they try and sue him or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. They took him to court. The Portuguese chief.
I mean, I'm not being funny. If that had been anybody else, like a British police officer or something like that, there wouldn't have been a word said about it. But that guy was just completely attacked for
Right,
something.
okay.
And I just think it's weird. It's all weird.
It's all very strange, isn't it?
Fucking hell, a happy notes tonight, aren't
I know, yeah.
Well, Lols Fest.
It's really weird.
Lulz
Like,
fest.
some people say it'd be really difficult to get away with murder, but I know 2 people that we can.
they? Nice. Very good.
I love that.
How
Do you
many?
love it?
You're so happy with that.
How long have you been wanting us to bring this up on the podcast for you to drop that joke?
About fucking 6 weeks.
So right.
Worth it.
Even then, I was hoping to fit it in a bit more naturally, but it wasn't happening.
No,
so
smooth. That was
just
a
get the
smooth
joke.
segue.
Just get the joke.
Get it in
crowbar
there
out.
quick. This is going to end soon.
Yeah. I bet you heard it and thought Martin's definitely going to bring up the McCanns at some point soon. So there's no way he's not going to slip up and do that.
Go on.
Did anyone see Mark Wahlberg? His
No,
it's
today.
it's
His
fucking
work-
daily
did you-
routine.
Yeah,
Yeah, weird.
it's the fucking weirdest thing I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Is what his daily routine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got it.
Why?
I've got it. I thought this would be good to bring up.
It's so strange. He starts his day. Oh, sorry, he ends his day at half.
Is this since The Rock got him on the gear?
Could be, yeah.
Almost
Yeah.
certainly.
He ends his day at 7:30 at night,
Oh,
and he starts his day at 2:30 in the morning.
yeah, 2:30 a.m. Wake up. 2:45 is if he wasn't psychotic enough. Prayer time. 3:15.
Which means he's prayed for half an hour solid.
Half an hour praying.
Sorry, what time does he get up?
2:30 a.m.
When's he pray?
2:45.
See, there's some rogue time in there.
He's having a
15
shit
minutes.
or a whack, yeah.
Just wanking to Marky Mark songs.
Yeah.
3:15 breakfast. 3:40 a.m. to 5:15 a.m. workout.
Yep. Workout.
Yeah, good workout moves, guys. 5:30 a.m. post-workout meal. 6 a.m. shower. 7:30
Is this the
a.m.
weird one?
So it's an hour and a half shower.
What? Oh, shit, it is, yeah?
Then it's golf for
Oh,
only
okay.
half an hour.
Yeah.
I think it takes me an hour to have a shower.
An hour?
Really?
What?
No, yeah, but you're just looking at that as time inside the shower, aren't you?
I suppose so.
You're not taking into account like
Well, actually drying off and getting changed.
and like getting undressed to get in the shower, then getting out, drying off.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like 15 minutes top.
You've
I'm
got
10 in the
you've
shower.
got children. I've only discovered this recently. The joys of talcum powder in your balls.
True.
No, don't have
You
that.
can
No, sorry.
you can add more time for talcum.
Yeah.
You should have specified though. He's been so detailed up to
You
now.
should have
Yeah.
So 8 a.m. snack.
Greedy bastard.
9:30 a.m. cryo chamber recovery.
Oh,
Yeah. This is every day.
Fucking day.
And he's not trying to kill Batman. Like,
yet.
That we
cryo
know of.
chamber recovery. What the
apparently,
shit is that?
apparently they're fucking ace. They're in it's a room, isn't it?
It's like
they put you in a
Sub-Zero
room.
or-
It's a chamber.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
minus. Oh, it's like minus 80 or something like that. So it's fucking
Minus 8.
Yeah,
He's
it's
in there for an hour
yeah.
though.
Oh, is he in there for an hour?
Surely he'd be dead.
Be like minus 30 then. It
Yeah.
is proper.
Like an ice bar.
Yeah, but they do it in
Prague.
like 5 or 6 minute goes. So
Oh,
you
right,
go
right.
in, come
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
blink, well, come
Right.
out, and it's supposed to be the
Wakens the blood vessels up.
no, it makes your body think you're going to die.
Oh,
Right.
right.
So it
So
shocks your
the
body into
adrenaline kicks
releasing enzymes and stuff
Right.
like that.
Won't it? Just don't put the heating on as for about 2 weeks' time, and the house will be fucking minus 30. It's fine.
That'll be the same.
Yeah. I do that. Fuck it. I'm going to look like Marky Mark in no time.
Then he,
for
has then he has another snack.
Yep.
Then
Pringles.
11 a.m. family time, meetings / work calls.
Oh.
2 hours. Lunch at 1. 2 p.m. more meetings and work calls. And this is the only thing. This is one that stood out for me most because
Apart from the cryo chamber.
apart from the cryo chamber, just because it's the only one that has some kind of normality attached to it.
Okay.
So 3 p.m. pick up the kids. All right, Mark.
I like the fact that after people reading this, I don't think he's going to have to worry about the work calls so much.
He's
gonna have
tapped.
a lot of family time all of a sudden.
Has he got like now Friends is on Netflix binge watch season? Oh, just like
He hasn't.
weird
He should
things like
do.
that,
He's
yeah.
disingenuous.
Yeah.
3:30 snack, 4 workout, 5 shower, 5:30 dinner/family time, 7:30 bed. So that's
What?
Marky Mark's life.
That's
Yeah.
an early bedtime.
It is. Well, you
What
get up
about
at
half
half
two,
two though.
Oh, I suppose so, yeah.
I mean, why?
I don't know.
What was also astounding to me is I brought this up at work today, and so many people were like, "Yeah, he looks amazing, doesn't he?" So like,
Does he?
yeah, I mean, he's pretty ripped, I suppose, but do you have to? Why get up at 2:30? Why does he have to do any of that? It just doesn't seem. I mean, there are
Well,
probably
there's-
some
there's,
experts who suggest.
There is supposed to be like an ideal time for sleep, isn't there? For
Yeah, it's not. Well, you're supposed to do it in chunks throughout the day, so you could be up at 4 a.m. but then asleep at 5 till 20 to 6 or something. And it's
that's how you
like
used to
if you
sleep
do
during the Renaissance, isn't it?
5 different sleeps in a day instead of
Hmm.
one big one. So you still get your 8 hours in, but
Yeah.
it's just thinged up over. That I want to know if that's his routine now to be that ripped. How much gear was he on in the 90s during New Kids on the Block? Because he was still ripped back then.
Was he in New Kids on the Block?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Donnie and Marky.
I had no idea.
That's why he called Marky Mark. The right stuff. Gear.
Whoa. So much gear.
So
Battered his wife as well.
did he?
Yeah, loved
to
a bit.
be- he
Loved
was
a
on
bit of
gear.
battery. Yeah,
Oops.
yeah.
Doesn't want to do it now. It's massive.
Hmm.
No, he did it before it was cool.
Well, he did. Unlike now,
Yeah,
everyone's doing
everyone's fucking doing it, man.
Trendsetter. So yeah, Marky Mark.
Yeah, mental. What a yeah.
I thought 2:30 a.m.
It is ridiculous. I like that. That's ridiculous. But when you read the Hunter S. Thompson daily routine, you
Yeah.
go, "Oh, it's
yeah,
fine,
fair
isn't it?"
enough.
Yeah, neck essentially
that?
half a bottle of whiskey in you
Oh.
every day, and it's just for. It's like wake up 3 p.m. Have whiskey, have Coke, smoke like half a fucking box of cigarettes.
Mescaline 326.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes through and it's like, was it 11 p.m. start work, finish at 5 a.m. go to the hot tub. He's just fucking crazy.
It's very ordered though.
It is very
it's
ordered.
an
yeah.
ordered kind of chaos.
If you're going to live like that, I think you're going to need a list.
Yeah. But it's even down to it would be, lunchtime. At lunchtime for him is fucking 10:30 at night or something.
Yeah.
Because like 3 sausages, 2 rashers of bacon helps fucking drain up all the Coke that I've had so far.
Yeah. Chivas Regal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well on to him. Well on to Marky Mark as well, if you can make it work, I suppose. But I don't know. How old are his kids? They're not newborns, are they?
Don't think so.
The wife wouldn't be putting up with that.
No.
That's tough.
That is tough.
Mind you, he could afford a nanny, I suppose, couldn't he?
You'd imagine so. I mean, he's got a fucking cryo chamber
He
in
has.
his house. So, I'm sure he's got a nanny or two.
Yeah. That sounds like something Jim Carrey would have in his house.
Hmm.
Just all the money, completely mad. This is the cryo chamber. I'd love to do a cribs of Jim Carrey's house.
Yeah.
And see all the crazy
Yeah.
shit. Because he's got his
Is he going to be one of those
studio.
typical comedians who's actually a bit of a downer to hang out with, though? Would he be that zany?
I think he would have been.
I think he's a bit. I saw an interview with him,
Hey.
with him and Seinfeld. I want to say it was. It was one of those getting coffee with comedians.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed that. It was good. That
Yeah, I
one.
like them.
Well,
I didn't
he's
see that one,
had
though.
an Ike moment, hasn't he?
Has
Or
he?
Jim Carrey, yeah. That's what I look at it as. Like the Ike thought he was.
Oh, on Wogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple shell suit.
David or Turner?
What?
David.
Carey?
No,
No, David Ike, not
David Ike,
not
not-
Ike Turner.
not Ike Turner.
Not the
No,
wife. Not the wife
no,
beater.
no, not Ike Turner. Do you know what? I was listening the other day, so I shouldn't say the other day. It's about fucking 2 months ago now.
Oh yeah.
But they played like the album version of Private Dancer
right.
on whatever I was listening to. That song's about fucking 8 minutes long.
Is it?
Fucking, yeah, it's well long. Fucking 2.5 minutes into that, I saw Ike's point.
And he produced it, so he's only causing his own problems. Like, just step away from the fucking production, mate. You'd be a lot less stressed, a lot less of a bell end. Prick.
Yeah.
Segueing back a little bit, Jim Carrey, wasn't he on your list of people who think vaccinations are shit?
He is an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What a bell end.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't, well, you probably wouldn't know. I don't know why. Because most of the people listeners don't live on the island.
No.
Stuart writes stuff, which we probably said last time he was here.
Words, man. They're called words.
Words. Sentences even, I think.
On occasion, I branch out.
Yeah. And this time he's done a performance dance piece about vaccines.
And I'll perform it for you now. It's 37 minutes long. Yeah.
To the tune of Private Dancer.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that So I Married an Axe Murderer, where the kids dancing at Private Dancer?
Possibly. It's been
It's
a
one of
long
those weird-
time.
Yeah. It's that or like The Commitments or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
One
it's
of those
just
kind of
fucking awkward.
Really bizarre and weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 12-year-old dancing at Private Dancer.
That sounds like
That's
So I Married an Axe Murderer. Yeah.
Sorry, bring it back on. Did you just want to do that, or were you asked to do it?
No. Kate, the
Yeah.
head honcho from Jeff, just kind of gave me a shout and said, completely vaguely a one-line message, do you want to do a piece on vaccinations?
Right.
And I said, sure. What's the angle? Why? And she said, there's been a measles outbreak in Europe. 41,000 people in 2018 alone have had measles.
Yeah.
Do you want to run with it? And I went, okay. So I delved a bit deeper and ended up kind of reopening an old story from 1998, which I remembered. I knew the bones of it, but I didn't know that much, where this now discredited doctor, Andrew Wakefield, claimed that the measles, mumps, rubella vaccination, MMR, was inextricably linked with causing autism.
Right, okay, yeah.
So the vaccinations article kind of took that spin quite early on. And I just said to Kate, you happy with me to go down that route? I know it's not necessarily that relevant now, but I thought I could segue into conspiracy theory culture and everything else, and also how even pre-social media, something like this can just run.
Just
that's,
took off,
that's
isn't
the
it?
problem.
And just gathers momentum. And before Twitter, it was the press.
Yeah,
So any kind of outrage or hyperbole and how it can just kind of, spread like wildfire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that discredited doctor? Was that the guy that the documentary Vaxxed put quite a lot of faith in?
Yep.
Yeah.
The very same dude. The very same dude. That was co-funded by Jim Carrey, I believe.
Was it really?
Vaxxed. Yeah.
Wow.
And potentially Robert De Niro, but I'm not sure. But I know De Niro is an anti-vaxxer. Now, from my perspective, I tend to try and go into these things as coldly and bereft of emotion as possible.
Yeah.
Which is difficult for something so emotive. I personally have quite a number of connections to autism through friends and family, but that wasn't the reason for me writing this at all. I like to think I didn't come across as having any emotion. And I just tried to get the facts in there, really. But it was quite an interesting and enlightening article to research. What was particularly interesting is that how much of an influence he had, this Wakefield chap.
Yeah.
Just from, he called a big press conference. It was quite a big event. I think it was live on news as well.
Right, okay.
Or just live on like Channel 4 News before the actual news went out. And before you knew it caught wildfire. And basically he ended up in the space of 10 years reducing the amount of people taking the MMR by up to 30%.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So one chap who used to work with him, and I think I quoted it, which was a very good headline ironically, for getting clickbait into my own article, Meta, was he called it the paper that killed children. So quite hard-hitting words.
Yeah.
So it was a really interesting article to read. What was
really heavy paper.
Yeah.
That's like an old Yellow Pages phone book, isn't it? Before mobiles.
There's a paperweight. So what was particularly interesting about it is finding out that there was this British journalist, Brian Deere, who kind of did I think it was like Dispatches or a Panorama special or something, a good decade into this, where it was still ongoing, and he'd still yet to lose his license, this chap. And he did a bit of digging and found out a link between the doctor and this criminal negligence solicitor. I can't remember the name off, but nobody cares. But he was very determined to get some kind of lawsuit against MMR production companies, producers. So he hired this doctor before the studies were done to find something on them.
Right. Okay.
So straight away there was a vested interest on behalf of the doctor to find something. So he wasn't going in the nature of science for empiricism. He was going in with the object of finding an angle.
Finding it, yeah.
That's the issue with these things, isn't it?
Yeah.
You find so many of them. The research done on mobile phones not giving you cancer, funded by Nokia.
Yeah.
You know, there was a good milk one I found out ages ago that the original research into milk being really good for your bones and we should give milk to kids was funded by 2 American dairy companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was this the same doctor or one of the guys involved had their own vaccine that was the single vaccine?
Yeah. So he produced that while being hired by this solicitor, and he was trying to get his own patent for that. So and this is still quite a common argument of the anti-vaxxers that the dose of 3 is too much.
Yeah.
And it does absolutely mong out your kid. If you see it, you know, they're vegged out completely. But
they get over it.
They get over it. They shrug it off.
Yeah.
But his angle was to create his own patent to sell, and obviously if he garners disprove it and garnered enough distrust in the present orthodoxy in the present system, then that's quids in for him and his mate.
Yeah, that's how a lot of kind of crooked business works as well. Is that you have an idea for a product, you spend most of your time telling people why the competition's product is
denouncing
bullshit,
them,
and then come up with a solution for it. And it's like was it Alex Jones spent the whole one InfoWars episode saying how the water was polluted, and at the end of it he goes, and you can go to our shop and buy water filters.
Yeah. But even, and I touched on it a little bit in the article, but it could have ended up, you know, ridiculously lengthy if I keep going down this route. But the idea of fake news is the very same concept. If you discredit all sources and all people, and this is the most dangerous thing of this for me, if you start discrediting experts in their field, then you create a sense of panic in people, and you end up with a society where nobody can be trusted, apart from the person saying and denouncing, i.e. Trump.
That's conspiracy culture. In a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Yeah.
I think somebody asked Einstein once if people stop believing God, what would we find something else to believe in, or would we just believe in nothing? And Einstein said, if people stop believing in God, they won't believe in nothing; they'll believe in everything.
Yeah. That's a great quote.
Because they've got them there. You've got that sort of let's just say religious structure as a way of keeping you in line.
Yeah.
You know, thing. If you take that away, it's like, well, now anything's on the cards.
Yeah. It's like the purge.
Yeah.
So we need something to ground us. We need there to be meaning and something to resonate and have a purpose.
And that's why the new like cults or like your Scientology or whatever picks on people who are lost.
Yeah.
Because they're easier to
manipulate
ring in.
and brainwash and everything else. So the article's on Jeff the Mongoose, GEF, and check it out. But
It was an excellent article.
Thank you, man.
I wish you'd wrote it about a year and a half ago, so I could have read it before we were starting to think about whether we should get Arthur vaccinated or not.
Oh, right, okay.
Because we obviously did vaccinate him in the end.
It is a dilemma, though.
Yeah.
Because he's created that seed of doubt.
Yeah, but the issue is then that, I mean, it's almost like the worst thing you can do is then go online and look.
Oh yeah, no,
Because
absolutely.
there is nothing balanced.
No, absolutely. There's no reason. There's no reason to that at all. It's complete hyperbole.
Yeah,
from
you're
either
either
side.
a child abuser or Illuminati sheep.
Completely. Yeah. That's exactly it. And I found the same thing from doing the research on it.
Yeah.
That's the internet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you find that at the moment as well with is it HPV? Those injections where they're saying, oh, well, it'll give people cancer.
Yeah.
Things. It's like, well,
it's exactly the same debate. Yeah.
and it's just fucking crazy. I know there's someone I work with, and they were and ahhing about it. I'm like, well, you read loads of shit online. I said, what have you come up with? Well, I don't know, because I've read loads from both sides.
Yeah.
I said, well,
I knew less than before I went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sort of completely lost. So I said, well, while you're still thinking about it, and it was for a daughter. This thing, I was like, well, what does she want to do? She goes, well, she doesn't want it. I said, well, okay. At the end of the day, just go with what.
Yeah.
If you're really not that sure,
then go with what she says.
Go with what. Yeah, it's her at the end of the day. That's
her body.
Go through it. Yeah. But yeah, you do get, when you get onto those, like, really, as you say, like, emotive issues, like things like you could end up turning your kid autistic or something, you know, fucking crazy shit like that. You do get these, you don't get reasoned articles. You either get they're all crazy, or you're just going to fucking murder your child.
Yeah.
And they might as well go in at that. It's like when you get the Abort 67 lot, they don't give you any rational arguments. They just go, you're a fucking murderer.
Yeah. And
is it 67? 57?
No idea.
Whatever.
I know what you mean.
Abort. Ends, yeah. But yeah, they don't ever, they'll always just be the child murderer type arguments, instead of the whatever arguments they'd want to pull up that's actually fairly reasoned.
Undermines any legitimacy, again, of what they're saying, doesn't it? Because you can't respect that. It's not a reasoned, nuanced way of debating.
Exactly, yeah.
Speaking of nuanced, reasonable ways of debating, on the Geff Facebook post that was shared, Jeff Facebook post, did you read the comments?
No, on the vaccine one.
On the vaccine one, I did to a degree, and then I stopped.
If I do funny voices, can I read some? I've not read them.
The ones I read were not as bad as I thought they were going to be, but there were definitely some who went for it. But they're just huge diatribes, so you just tune out.
There was a lady, who knows about the story, but there was a lady commenting on it that seemed to have exactly the same story as
Cinderella.
One of the other doctors that were talked to on Vaxxed. Was it the German doctor?
Oh yeah,
he was saying he'd had his child vaccinated.
Yeah.
But even like
and then like seizures and stuff like that, and
And this one was writing this. That seemed to be his story. I hope it wasn't her story, because it'd be really nasty if it was.
Yeah.
But it did seem to be awfully close.
That she's just completely plagiarised.
Well, I'd go with copy and paste.
Just copy and paste.
Yeah. So I found that.
Whatever
weird.
way you look at that, that's awful, isn't it? Whatever the truth of that is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's terrible either way.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. My wife told me not to, so I didn't.
I love comment sections.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I can't even find it. I'm a complete phone tit.
I've had some terrible things said about me because of the Formula One podcast.
Have you?
Sections. Yeah, it's brilliant. I fucking love it.
What kind of stuff?
Just stuff.
Like really personal stuff.
I've been racist. I've been homophobic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to expect people to kick off about that.
No, but I'm not. But
You're a subversive sense of humour, is what I would say.
And but like
slash racist,
but only towards blacks and gays.
I had to point out on one of the podcasts that if you were writing to complain or something like that, I've already won.
Thing, yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, people kick off quite.
It's funny
a lot about things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw. Was it Norm Macdonald got into trouble?
He's in trouble at the moment. Big Norm.
Yeah.
Who's Norm Macdonald? Why do I know the name?
Amazing comedian.
Very funny man. Comedian. Very dry as desert bones. Very funny.
Yeah. He said something about, it's nice that they've calmed down over this whole Me Too thing now at the moment.
And now people are retweeting old tweets, him praising Jordan Peterson, and they're flying off a handle about that.
Yeah. Just thank God they never saw his bit about Bill Cosby. Did you ever see his bit about Bill Cosby?
No.
When it's just after Cosby got I think it was either arrested or charged, and his opening bit to his new stand-up was, let's talk about Bill Cosby. He was a hero of mine as a child. And he goes, I didn't really like the stand-up. It was more the man himself that I admired. He goes, not the raping, Jesus Christ, not any of that or anything. And he'd said that he was talking to Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
And Patton Oswalt had said, I think the worst thing about the whole Bill Cosby thing is the hypocrisy. And Norm Macdonald goes, I'd say raping was a lot worse than hypocrisy. Because it probably goes raping, drugging, scheming. And the hypocrisy would be pretty low
down on the list.
You see?
That would have just been a white belt.
Yeah, that'd be, yeah.
Hypocrisy.
Bringing it back.
Yeah. Lee's martial art grades.
We're going to be legislators. I'm excited.
I mean,
I don't know who we're going to legislate against.
is it Tynwald Day when you can go in and suggest laws?
Yes.
You want to fucking bring that up?
Stupider
Yeah,
stuff's gone through.
I've got this belt system, a bit like martial arts,
Hear me out.
but for weirdos and nonsense.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
No, but knowing the Isle of Man, what would happen is something would get confused somewhere down the massive letter trail that had to do it, and we end up training all these
We've opened a
massively
dojo.
dangerous people in jiu-jitsu.
We did not think this through.
This is not my original vision.
The Isle of Man militia are just
But I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, yeah. We signed it off in Tynwald now. We are sticking with this.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Be a dangerous place to live around here, wouldn't it? Peel Cathedral would be like Salisbury Cathedral. Just you wouldn't go anywhere near it. 'Cause there'd just fucking ninjas jumping out, taking you out.
I'd love to be a ninja.
Yeah.
I'd still love to be a ninja. I obviously haven't done anything about it.
No.
You'll get there.
Maybe.
One day. You've seen people hit 40.
I kicked the cat in the dark by accident.
Close
once.
enough.
Yeah. That's absolutely close enough. Yeah. Yeah. He hasn't learnt though.
No, he hasn't, little prick.
Yeah. I like your ninja boots you've got on the radiator there. Swish.
Christ, I couldn't fit those in my hands. They're Laura's.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, she could make a good ninja.
Size 5 child.
Right.
They are exceptionally tiny.
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder how she stands up. She's quite easy to push over, though, to be fair.
Good ninja training.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Pushing girlfriends over and kicking cats. I think you're fucking nearly at the bit where you've got to go and see the guy with all the cataracts in his eyes.
Yeah.
On top of the hill.
Yeah.
Just slightly levitating.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the
you're
one.
close to making that trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
The
and
temple.
you and David Carradine are like that.
Again, I fall at the last hurdle. That involves lots of stairs, doesn't it?
No, they've got an escalator now.
Yeah. Very modern, the ninja movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not much Wi-Fi up there.
Even a
but
Stenner, that'll do me.
That'll do you. Can't
That
wait
would
to get
just go-
enlightenment.
3 hours worth just going up that big hill, and he's not in.
He hanged himself.
He handed
His
himself.
fixie wank.
That must be such. I don't get that.
That was Carradine, wasn't it?
Yes,
He
it was,
fixed him,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
who else? Anne Hutchinson.
Hutchins, yeah.
Yeah,
Hutchin-
Michael Hutchins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Ian Hutchinson.
No,
I think
not
he's still
Ian.
alive.
He's still alive.
He may have fixie
Who,
wank.
the
We can't
motorbike
confirm
guy?
that. Yeah, we can't confirm whether he is fixie wank.
They all do, don't they?
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous.
That's what Close at the Edge was originally going to be about. Michael Dunn. Oh shit! No, Michael Dunlop's still alive. We can joke about him.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Oh, it was just him there, fucking bike chain around his neck.
It's a 50-50 chance of you going to get an alive one, to be fair.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, you might not even be able to make that joke next year.
Probably not.
He's the only one still going, actually, isn't he?
Yeah.
William's gone.
William's gone.
Joey's obviously gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who was the
Robert was
Robert,
the dad
he's
of
the one-
William and Michael.
gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Mickey D's the last one.
They're really good at it, but for a short
He wins.
amount of time.
It's like fucking Highlander of the Superbike races, isn't it?
There can only be one.
Yeah.
Do you find it weird though on the Isle of Man when you drive around sometimes and suddenly you'll see some painted curbs or something? You go, fucking hell, this is a racetrack.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. It does bring you back quite sharply, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when you sleep.
Do you ever get the panic during race times or practices when there was no one on the road and you're like, fuck, did they close
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Am I on
yeah,
the
yeah,
closed road?
yeah, yeah.
At
Big
least
time.
twice this year.
Unnerves me deeply. Yeah.
Because you just look
I'm
for
in
the
the
first turn off.
Yeah.
And it's, it's not like No Limit or anything where it's like, fuck, I've accidentally joined the race. But it's, I'm just looking for okay, I need a fucking side street. I'll be stranded for the next 4 hours. I don't care. But
I thought my van was going to explode over the mountain this TT.
really? Was it like, the paint's flammable, isn't it?
What?
Paint's flammable, though, isn't it?
Mm.
It's the paint you use.
It's
Is it
only
flammable?
No, it's only 1.2. I found out it can definitely go over 100 mile an hour, but
Jesus
it just
Christ.
takes its time. And there's probably a couple of corners that you really should have just a little confidence break, but you can't lose the momentum.
No, like Bowser.
Yeah, exactly like Bowser.
Yeah.
Just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
I probably took about 2 years' life off that little van.
Worth it.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you were all right. During TT, not Grand Prix.
TT.
So it's one way. So
Oh, I'm not an idiot.
yeah.
To be perfectly honest, if I drove slowly over it, I'm more of a danger than if I tried to drive
Yeah.
fast.
Try and keep up with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. And at least in a van, you can fucking sideswipe a couple of them off the side.
Well, realistically, because one's not going to come to you, not being horrible, but if I get in an argument with a bike, I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a crash helmet on just in case, though?
Yeah. But that's just because it makes me feel like I'm going faster.
Yeah.
And like Bowser.
Yeah, I put gloves on as well. They were just woolen gloves, but that made me feel like I was going faster as well.
It doesn't matter. If you've got on your visor, you could paint on like the light speed trails. And there's just like, fuck it.
That would work. Yeah.
Why isn't the augmented reality visors? Yeah, that when you go quickly, they make you go.
That would be fucking cool,
You
wouldn't it?
just the peripheral.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on,
Zooming past
Boffins.
you.
Yeah.
I think you've invented something there.
Probably.
Yet again.
Yeah.
Your genius knows no bounds.
I know.
God bless
It
you.
also knows no patents.
No. There must be a painting office over here, though.
Yeah, there is.
I'd have thought so, yeah. Yeah.
But realistically, you've kind of got to be able to make things, though, haven't you?
Then you just put the idea down. You can get other people to make it.
I suppose so.
Like Steve Jobs probably just had the idea. He didn't have a fucking clue how to make an iPhone.
No, this is
He just went put everything ever in that.
Yeah, you're copywriting the idea, aren't you?
Yeah.
In essence. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So there
nobody
you go.
can steal
You're
it.
already there. You just need some geeks and boffins that you can whip into shape.
Yeah.
Elon Musk managed it.
Yeah. He's fucking crazy.
He is fucking well crazy.
Did you see? I think I saw your tweet on it. The Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Talking to
Amazing.
Rogan.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was great.
It was brilliant.
I only lasted about 15 minutes. I don't think I can trust him. I think he's going to try and attack a country soon.
Oh no, he's completely mental.
Yeah.
But it was captivating viewing.
Yeah.
I like I said, I still don't. I'm not completely convinced he's not just like the
Having
world's greatest con man.
Like a bit of a prankster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he selling
there is-
tonic?
There is a glint in his eye selling tonic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's also a white South African, which makes him immediately untrustworthy.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
He hasn't got the big accent, though.
what?
He hasn't got the
No.
big accent.
There is,
Do you think he got rid of it? Because it was like...
I think so. I
Yeah.
think he neutered it down.
Hi. Hey there. Hi. American, me through and through.
Only comes out when he
Right,
asks
boy?
for prawns.
Yeah. Prawns, as he tries pronouncing it weird. Yeah. He's
Elon
fucking
Musk,
crackers.
though. I mean, the name alone,
Yeah.
pure
well,
Bond villain.
first of all, he sounds like a fragrance.
It does.
It does.
Elon Musk.
You'd have it. It's a black and white advert, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny
absolutely.
Depp's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where like it wearing sort of 1940s outfit, smoking a
Yeah.
cigarette.
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, like
Yeah.
noir style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except the
Nice white scarf for contrast.
yes, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Was it the Johnny Depp one that was called Suave or something, and people kept changing it to sausage
What?
on the adverts? Like,
I think-
you'd
I
have
think
like
so.
bus stop adverts of this fragrance, and it was called like Suave, but people were fucking vandalising it and changing the letters so it looked like sausage.
That is
Sausage
so British. I
by
love
Calvin Klein. Yeah,
it. Depp doesn't need the money.
he
He just
does he?
the money.
Though he
fucking
goes
doing that
through
for?
it though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does go through it.
Jesus Christ.
He looks like a
He looks like he's melting.
like a transgender goth Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
it's
he
looking
just
really strange at the moment.
Yeah. He does look like his name might have not always been Johnny. I mean Jane.
Janie.
He has not aged well. He had aged
has
brilliantly
not.
for a long time, and now not great.
Do you think he's trying to stop it? Do you think
Maybe.
he suddenly decided like we need to put the brakes on this aging shit?
Maybe.
I think he's the
Burn that
only
painting.
one that's ever actually had Charlie Sheen's tiger blood. And that's what's fucking happened to him.
He is no longer winning.
You know you've done something wrong when Sylvester Stallone walks up and says, "Mum."
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to see, because it was Depp that spent all that cash shooting Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S, yeah, $1 million.
Oh, was it $1 million?
I think it was $1 million to fire his ashes into the sky. Yeah,
fucking idiot. And you could just have just bonfire night.
Yeah,
bang a Catherine wheel and let it fucking fly. Don't nail it to the well, not a wall, but we used to nail them to
trees,
like a clothesline.
Children. Oh,
yeah.
Damn it!
And that would have made the crucifixion a bit more interesting.
Yeah,
they nailed Catherine wheels into him.
That would have livened it up.
Yeah.
Or put like in his sort of outstretched hands.
Yeah.
Just put sparklers in them. But did it so he was holding them a little bit too high.
Okay.
That's got to be the worst torture. And he just sat there looking at the sparklers coming down, knowing that the last
so he's
3
holding on to
seconds,
the
3 seconds of those sparklers are going to be your thumbs.
I mean, I'd have him hold them normally, but because they're out thinged and nailed in,
he can't swirl them
can't
round.
swirl them round.
He can't write his name.
Yeah.
No enjoyment for JC.
No.
No, real torture. The next time, I'd also give him a bag of wine gums and only had the green ones in there.
You heathen.
I'd be there. Me, Pontius Pilate, obviously me, played by me in this scenario, would just be there with all the black ones going, licking them and throwing them on the floor.
Oh.
I'm not even going to eat them.
The orange one's the best.
Yeah, dick.
Are you a madman? Orange.
Yeah, orange sweets. They're the only ones I like, if anything.
They're the ones I'll leave. Orange and green.
Oh, fucking great! I don't like green ones. They can fuck off.
No,
I love orange sweets. Brilliant.
Right? What about orange creams out of like Quality Street?
Yeah.
Are you all about that?
Yeah, I like an orange cream.
I'll bring them all around at Christmas. Fuck that. Them and bounties.
Terry's chocolate orange is sent from the gods.
Oh, I like a Terry.
I like a Terry. Terrence knows what he's doing. Yeah, in the chocolate tier steaks.
Yeah, if Dawn French says they're good, they've got to be good.
Yeah.
What was it you saw last week? Was it last week you saw that I'd had a fries?
Oh, fries mint chocolate.
Mint chocolate.
Cream.
And he's like, where did you get that from? I said, my mum did. Where? I don't know, about 1992.
I was going to say, yeah. They have not been around for a long time.
Well out of date.
Tasted fine?
It's fine, yeah.
No
it's
link
good.
to your recent illness?
I hope not.
Yeah, that would be horrendous.
What?
Or if it was so out of date that it just gave you a cold. No, it's no stomach bug or anything, but I've got flu after eating.
You got fry flu?
Fucked fry flu, yeah.
Fry flu?
Yeah.
Fry's flu. They've got so much crap and E numbers in them, preserving them forevermore.
Yeah.
They'd be fine in 40 years.
We've been putting too much time into looking into avian flu, and we should have been looking at fries.
Yeah.
Fries should have been our focus, people. Come on.
Yeah. Not to sound too homophobic, but fries flu sounds like a metaphor for the AIDS.
It wouldn't have been homophobic if you hadn't have said.
It fucking
not
would.
to sound like homophobic.
You're going to have to put the context of what fry I was on about.
Oh,
Stephen. Yeah.
He's immune. He can't get AIDS. No.
No, he can't. He should be immune for most things, really.
He's like one of the homosexual poles.
What?
Like he's on one side, and then on the other you've got Elton John. And between the two of them, they just keep everything nice and balanced.
Okay, yeah.
The raging sex pot that is Elton John. I love that George Michael's life got so bad of abuse. Elton John sat him down and said, "You want to calm it?" And he's like, fuck off. Of all the people.
Fucking hell, Reg.
Yeah. I love that that's his real name. I wonder what I don't know why I'm asking you, are you going to know this, but I wonder what made him choose Elton John.
I don't know.
The same thing that made somebody choose fucking Engelbert Humperdinck.
Humperdinck, because that's sexy.
Maybe, I don't know, catering to the American market. Elton John?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was bigger in America than UK, wasn't he? Much bigger.
Sacrifice was his first number one over here.
Was it?
Yeah. He hadn't fucking made it until then. And that's like 92 or
That's
something
when he
like
started
that.
getting a bit shit.
Mm.
That wasn't peak era, 70s Elton.
No, exactly. That was when you had fucking Daniels travelling starting a plane.
Yeah.
Fuck off. And what was the other utter shit one that was around? Oh, Nikita. Me.
Christ in a
Yeah,
bab.
that was terrible.
Don't
that
know
one.
this.
No, you're all right.
I'm not the greatest fan of Elton John, just in general.
No, I don't mind them.
Yeah, I'm not a diehard.
No,
Laura loves it. I hate it.
really.
Yeah.
I like the early stuff, but I wouldn't, go out of my way for a bit of reg.
He's doing his last tour next year.
Is
It's called Farewell Yellow Brick Road.
Hasn't he done like a couple of last tours?
Everybody has now.
Mm,
Ozzy's on his last tour. I'm sure he's been doing the Never Ending.
Yeah.
To be
Farewell
fair,
tour.
though, Ozzy thinks he's probably not going to make it to the end of the year.
Probably
so
not.
The only ones that keep going and haven't said they're going to stop is the Stones, isn't it?
They'll,
Well, they fucking should stop.
yeah.
Oh, we've got to wait for Mick.
Ugh.
As soon as Mick goes, it's
Yeah,
done and
They're
dusted.
bucket
but
then, aren't they?
He only had a
Yeah.
kid a couple of years ago, though, didn't he? Still churning
That
them
was
out.
his wife.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to
thought-
stop them dying, but
No.
unless he's harvesting them for organs.
Maybe.
He might well be. Yeah. Just feasting on them.
I was joking because
Oh, you mean organ transplant, not just eating them? Yeah.
obviously you don't know this, but I've got I was born with reasonably damaged kidneys.
Right.
So I was changing the baby the other day, and Laura walked in, and I just sort of looked at her, and then slowly started caressing around one of Arthur's kidneys.
Got to keep them
The
good.
Swede. The Swede.
More water, my pretty.
Stop looking at the beer. You have untainted kidneys.
That was my problem.
That's what's the name of that film where the child is born and they've got all the problems, so they have another kid just to be the organ donor, but then the kid finds out when she's like, "My sister's keeper." That's what it's
Oh,
called.
yeah. It's a weep fest.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I've not seen it either, but
No,
I
I
remember
didn't,
someone telling
yeah.
me about it, and I'm like, that's fucking harsh. That you have a second kid just to be the organ donor for the sick kid.
It's
But
fucking,
then-
it's warped.
Yeah, the second kid finds out.
Is it
though-
a true story?
It was a best-selling novel, so
yeah, it might.
I don't
be.
know. Maybe.
I don't know. Some fucker must have done it.
If it was in a book, it must be real.
Exactly,
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Really weird.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was the plot. I
Yeah.
knew. I just assumed a kid dies. And
Do you think you got
It's
out
sad.
your way to be a bellend to the one you sort of just growing?
maybe like mainline and heroin and stuff.
Yeah,
Try and
yeah,
have
you'd
these
fuck
organs
them
now.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Although I've just put an interest in another little theory on what happened to Madeline now.
Ooh.
Maybe one of the other kids was sick and it was like, she's not the right blood type. Binner.
She never liked the squiff eye.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, could well have been. Well, then Bowie had that eye. He got that.
Maybe that was
apparently,
it.
and
Maybe Bowie back in the day banged,
was Madeline McCann.
banged,
Oh, banged thingy.
Madeline's mum.
Not Janet McCann. That's definitely not her name. What's her fucking
That's
name?
why the father didn't mind. He just sees resentment every time he looks at the child.
Jerry is the dad.
Jerry
and
Kate.
Kate. Well
Yeah.
done. Yeah, so Bowie's inextricably involved.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
I mean, that stacks up.
Tell you what, if we ever want to monetize this, we're going to have so many issues.
Copyright's fucked, isn't it? Channel 5 wouldn't even do that.
No, YouTube would demonetize you for this, in their search algorithms and stuff.
Right, oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've just passed that European law now, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know about that. What's that?
The copyright laws.
No, not copyright, just for
Well, like hateful,
Yeah,
incendiary speech.
hate
or,
speech.
Right.
Yeah.
I say all this with love.
what?
I say all this with love. No, the
Harvesting Chad's orchids.
yeah,
With love.
with love.
Album title.
It's like you just put like lol at the end of anything that you say.
Yeah.
Say something fucking horrific. Lol.
Well, this is what I said last week.
Yeah.
I said, like, if
Underpins
if
it all.
everyone was a cunt to each other, then it'd be
Everything would be
fine.
better.
If everybody was racist and words were like sort of looked at
think it
on
needs
the merit
refining
of
a
what they
little bit.
are, not or what their intent is, not what the like
Mm.
how they're put together, then we'd all be fine. Everyone should speak to each other like a 1980s taxi driver should speak to a black man.
It's an interesting theory.
Yeah.
My dad has a similar theory about drink driving in his day.
Everyone was drunk.
Everyone was pissed, so nobody was getting injured. They were all on the same wavelength of
Yeah,
driving.
They're all that
It's
worried
fucking-
about.
It's a mad theory, but there's no stats to back that up, so
Yeah.
it's a tricky one to prove, John Mack.
My father was found half out of his car when he was about 20 by a policeman, like asleep, where he'd sort of spilled out onto the road.
Mm.
So the policeman picked Dad up, put him in his car, and he turned around and said, "Right, Jeff, you can't drive home like this." He said, "Yeah, but I really need the car for the morning." To which the policeman said, "Right, I'll follow you."
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, that's happened a few times. Yeah, I'll follow you down.
Wow.
Make sure that you don't swerve too much or Fucking crazy, isn't it?
Different times.
Yeah. They used to have that.
Now you get raped and drugs get stashed on you.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you get the drugs at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you get to keep them. I think they arrest you for that as well.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
God, I catch a break.
Yeah. Didn't they used to have the advert that says, "Are you sure you should have that 5th pint?" Fucking outstanding.
Was that the guy who did?
It's not another brass eye thing, though.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but they rather cleverly did it as a gear stick with a little pint glass in each.
Oh,
in
yes.
each gear.
I do recall.
Have you ever seen that?
Mm.
Yeah, fucking mental. I'm surprised they haven't got that hung up in the Manxie. They got all those old posters.
Yeah, I remember seeing a fucking good one and I've forgotten what it was.
Hit me at 40.
Yeah,
I won't be great.
yeah.
Hit me at 30 and I'll be sound.
Yeah, that's the one I like. Russell Howard did a bit on that, didn't he?
Oh, I didn't see that.
And it was like, if you hit me at 40, there's a better chance I'll live. If you hit me at 30, the thing, and it's just like, stop hitting
Just
me.
don't hit it.
Yeah.
There was an STD one. There was an STD one. Yeah, I saw it in. I don't know when it was in circulation, but it was in a pub in Laxey, and it just had a picture of a girl's face on, saying Caroline was having a great evening till she got AIDS, and that was it.
Fucking hell. That sounds like Drew. All right. I've got a sister, so that's how I know this. There was a game in the 90s called Dream Phone. Did your sister have this?
I have vague recollections of an insipid advert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was a big plastic like mobile phone, like a big fucking like, hi.
I think I remember this.
Yeah.
And so it was like a dating game for girls.
I do
and so
remember
it would be
it.
like Brad and Troy and all this stuff.
yeah.
And they'd have this thing that would go, I know Brad looks great
Sorry,
in
it
whatever
was just
he wears.
a dating game for girls. What lesbianism?
Yeah. Yeah, so it would have this thing that would go like, Brad looks great in whatever he wears, except denim. And so you could have that thing where it's just like, Sharon looked great apart from the AIDS. But her old rotted fanny
That escalated
was
quickly.
hanging out. Yeah. That'd be great to have that in a trivial board game. Don't end up with the slag. Don't end up... Be like dating Monopoly.
You can tell by looking at the ground underneath her. It's like a bleeding xenomorph's been there.
Jesus Christ. Fanny on her like fucking predator laughing.
New Predator soon.
Yeah, I heard
very
it's gashed.
excited.
Looks good. What?
Well, I only read reviews.
Oh, is it?
So it was a
It
bit-
looked really good.
It's Shane Black. I was hoping that would
Yeah.
be.
But
that
there's
gives me
Predator
confidence.
dogs.
I am concerned there's too much Predator from the trailer.
Yeah, there's quite a lot
You know,
going on.
there's not kind of any less is more thing. Bit like the new It film. Pennywise is just
Yeah, yeah.
everywhere. There's no suspense. It's just
I did
everywhere.
quite enjoy it though.
I know I
thought
liked
was
it.
All right.
Yeah.
But it did feel like I was watching it meet Stranger Things. I know Stranger Things is kind of that
And,
thing.
and the
Yeah,
Stranger
but-
Things aspect was really good. I just don't think the horror worked.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, it definitely had the 80s kind of kid feel was really good.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound great. 80s kid
It
feel.
doesn't know.
I know.
I stand by it.
How was the 80s kid feel? Rampant.
Yeah. All over the shop. It just said that the Predator thing was a bit weird in continuity. So there were some bits in there that were a bit like, that wouldn't happen and things. And what was the other fucking thing?
I have heard a similar thing, like as if there's been studio intervention.
Yeah. So it's kind of starts off all right, and it's like, oh, hold on, that's a bit not as bad as Freddy rapping, but
No.
it was. It just gets a bit much, a bit too sort of OTT, as you say, like the Pennywise thing. It's like you don't need to see him that much.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't know if they're doing that for a sort of franchise idea where they're going to rattle off the franchise again.
Probably.
Maybe Predator Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
That would work out.
There is Predator dogs in it.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. So they go on, and so they've got other characters to look at. I think Predator does Riverdance at some point during the Predator takes Dublin.
It's fucking ridiculous.
scene.
Those feet as well. He'd be no good at it. No good at all.
He did all right for a big man. He was.
I'm still pissed off they're not going to make that third Prometheus film.
Are they not?
Are they not?
I think it's all been the plug's been pulled on it because everybody hated it apart from me.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Fucking hell. What was the one that I saw? What was the new one that came out recently where they went and it was like fucking time jumping? Alien, not Covenant.
Covenant was the sequel to.
That was the one after Prometheus. Yes.
Right, so I think this is meant to be just before Prometheus. It's more of like a fucking like comedy almost. It was on Netflix recently.
I don't know.
No idea.
Oh, fucking hell.
No, you're
thinking of Cloverfield.
You're thinking of Cloverfield.
No, that's what I'm thinking of.
Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was shit.
Awful.
Yeah.
And there was so much hype over that due to they did like the Super Bowl trailer and then said, "Oh, we're releasing it tomorrow." And
which is a shame because the one with John Goodman was
really good.
Ace.
Yeah, but this
10
is the
Cloverfield
problem.
Lane was awesome.
Your man's destroyed his own franchise because he doesn't want to make another Cloverfield film. So the John Goodman film and the Cloverfield Paradox were just films that were made.
Yeah. So there's no real semblance there, is there? There's no link. No,
they've just had the very end have had something tacked onto it, especially the John Goodman one. I mean, that was obviously just tacked on at the end. But they do. He's doing that to get films out the door under the Cloverfield name. It's a bit of a shame. But the John Goodman one was ace.
I really enjoyed that film. Really enjoyed it.
He's a fucking good actor, though, isn't he?
He is. Good and Coen Brothers stuff.
Yeah,
like him.
Yeah, they're going to redo Roseanne as well, aren't they? Without her,
Roseanne,
they're going to kill her.
Oh right.
Off. So it's just the rest of them basically. I think it's just called the Bars, or they're basing it around Darlene or something.
Not sure how I feel about that.
I think it's destined for failure.
I think so. I don't think there's any point even.
No.
Yeah, going back, it's like fucking. They did a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory that was like one of them was a kid.
No idea.
Yeah. Who's the really annoying little one? Not little one, but one of them anyway. It's basically that he was an annoying little bellend when he was a kid as well. So they'd done it around that.
Oh, because no, it wasn't even. It was just Everybody Hates Chris was the Chris Rock. That was Chris Rock's
that
one.
was him. Yeah,
but it's not related to anything. So I said that for absolutely no reason.
That's all right.
Please strike that from the record.
You can edit that out.
Edit that out.
No. Fuck it,
it's
stay in.
Oh.
No, it's effort that, Martin.
Yeah.
Keep the gold in.
My favourite one that's that sort of thing of growing up, the F is for Family. The Bill Burr.
Oh, I love it, Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's fucking funny.
Very funny.
Yeah, it was cartoon, but it's...
BoJack's good.
Yeah.
It's fucking bleak, though. BoJack Horseman, very bleak.
Never seen it.
It's quite existential. It's about a cartoon fucking horse.
Yeah.
I remember seeing something when I was a kid, and there was like a cartoon sketch show, and it was on Channel 4 about fucking 1 o'clock in the morning or something ridiculous.
Crapston Villas.
I was clearly on the search for some sort of nipples.
Yeah.
But,
Channel 4 at that time's a good place to start.
Yeah, big time.
And
Eurotrash.
Yeah.
Classic.
There was a cartoon. I wasn't 4. I was well older than 4. I'm lying. But there was a cartoon. This bit's real. Where there was a man and a woman and a child.
Okay.
And the man's in charge of the child and said, "This is Gemma. Gemma would really like to meet you." So the kid kicks the woman in the shin and said, "You're not my mummy. I don't like you," and runs off. And then the mother turns around to the the woman turns around to the father and said, "I can't deal with this. It's just not going to work, I'm afraid." And she works off. To which point he cries, walks in the bathroom, which is like got all frosted glass, stands on top of the toilet, takes his tie off and ties it above himself.
I think I know what this is.
And hangs himself.
Yeah.
To which it ends up with the child stood outside the bathroom going, "Daddy, it's okay. I like Anna. I was just being shy."
Yeah. I know what that is. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
David Quantick wrote it.
I've no idea.
Right, okay.
I will look it
I
up.
can't think what the fuck that is.
Keep talking. I'll find it. I think he wrote it. It's so fucking dark.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a few like those kind of late night Channel 4 things. So I think that's good. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place started.
Yeah,
oh, amazing.
That started on Channel 4, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck would that have been? And I think Big Train was... It wasn't a part of Big Train, was it?
No.
No, because that had cartoon bits in it as well.
Do you know, I think it might be.
Although I'm thinking it might... No, it's the only cartoon bit they had was the staring competition, actually.
was it?
Yeah.
When I think about it, because that was the funny thing about it, is that you could
Barry,
keep it going for as long as possible.
Barry Davies, the sports commentator, did the commentary for that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I can't think what the fuck that would have been. I say I remember Craps and Villas, which was like the stop-go animation thing about a council estate.
Yeah.
Because that was that the guys that did Viz?
Oh,
It was very Viz-esque.
I never really liked this.
Right. Very strange time to come out.
What?
It's a very strange time to come out.
No, I always found that a bit like
Monkey Dust.
That's it.
Monkey. That was it. Yeah.
Monkey Dust.
Yeah, that was fucking
It
dark.
was so dark.
But no, I always found Viz a little bit the same way I found Roy Chubby Brown.
No, it's far better than it's kind of a satire on a sort of Chubby Brown type
Yeah,
thing.
maybe I didn't get it.
But there's there's different parts to it. So like
It's a comic book.
yeah. There's pages and I mean anything that's got at the back. You know, the back of like Take a Break magazine. It'll have like
Yeah, those little
the
sides
Princess
of
Diana plate and things.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Viz do the Life of Jesus done in cat's plate, and they do a porcelain doll that's called Ich bin ein naughty boy, which is a child dressed up like Hitler, but this naughty little bastard's eating all the chocolate. And he's just got chocolate smeared up his face, but he's dressed in a full SS uniform. Yeah, and they've got the Shannon Matthews plate as well.
Oh my God.
Fucking brilliant. But yeah, a lot of their stuff was like a sort of satire on some like your
Those
sort
kind
of
of
chubby stuff.
Coarse, crude.
Yeah. So it'd be like you'd have Sid the
Imbeciles.
sexist, but at the end of every strip, he would always come off the worst out of anyone.
Yeah,
In the
so
thing.
he was the fall guy. You're laughing at him,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the lines can be blurred with that, though, can't they?
Oh God, absolutely. Yeah,
so
you've
could
got to
probably
know
find-
what you're looking at.
Yeah, quite a lot of Chubby Brown fans probably are Viz fans, perhaps.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
that confusion.
Well, that's like now though that when Stanhope last did the UK,
Yeah,
there was loads of people turning up thinking they're going to watch Bernard Manning,
yeah.
and he was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah,
lot?"
they worst crowds he's ever played to. He won't play the UK ever again, though, will he?
Basic.
Because he'd
Because of cunts.
yeah, because he's got this reputation for being this really outspoken comedian.
Yeah.
And of course they're like, "Great, we're going to go and be offended." And it's like, "Do a black joke, do a fucking Jew joke or something." He's like, "I don't think you've got the right end of the stick with my act here."
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck do you think I
Load
am?
of EDL fucking.
Yeah, they all
gang
turned
ups,
up, didn't
don't
they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, which is so fucking strange.
Yeah.
Damn
But
it.
in a way, Stanhope would kind of love that, I think, in a bizarre sense, just the kind of
Yeah.
madness of it.
Yeah. I always remember his thing about how people are so vicious in the UK that they used to have posters in toilets that said "Don't beat up ambulance drivers."
Oh, yeah, I remember that bit.
He's
Yeah.
just like, people think we're vicious over here. He goes, "Yeah, but you got free healthcare and no guns. You don't give a fuck." He's like, when you've got to start paying for it, you ain't going to be punching some guy out in a bar.
I'd love to watch Stanhope, yes.
It was good.
Yeah.
I got kicked out the last time I went to see him play
Did you?
because a friend of mine he'd already released the album and then toured it. So a mate of mine was shit faced and started shouting out the punchlines.
Oh,
Go,
no.
go.
That's
Like-
the
I was
worst.
like, come on. And so he went to the toilet.
There's a special place in hell for him.
I
Yeah.
agree.
He'd gone to the toilet and I'm like, where the fuck's he gone? And we went to have a look and he was outside. We had like a load of mismatches. He's like, they're not letting me back in. I was like, well, you can either stay out there and we carry on. He's like, no, there's like a fucking hour to go. It's like, right, let's go.
Oh, I would have left him to it.
Yeah.
Fuck him, man. Yeah, I saw Stanhope a couple of years ago, but you feel the need to get heroically pissed because it's Stanhope.
You can't,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was too
were,
pissed.
Yeah.
I was too
Can't
pissed.
remember
Can't really. Not
Yeah.
really. I remember laughing a lot,
Yeah.
but I would have laughed at anything.
Yeah.
I laughed at a dog on a bicycle. Well,
That'd be
I'd
great.
always laugh at that.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
It catches
Yeah.
fire.
I've seen him 3 times. I've been sort of sober once. So the other 2 times we were fucking trashed because
Yeah.
at that time with the shouting the things out, that was in Dublin. And we basically just went, oh, well, let's just drink pints and Jaeger bombs until we have to go and see him. The fucking time I was relatively sober, I took Rachel there on one of the like our first trip away, and I'm like, fucking hell, Stanhope's playing, and get someone into like a new girlfriend into a comedian you're into. Stanhope's a difficult one to.
He's not the gateway laugh. No.
That was the first like stand-up gig we went to, and it was at Leicester Square Theatre, and it was the time when he was walking on stage, and his opening line was, "Do you know what the strangest thing about child pornography is, aside from the lack of credits at the end of the film?" And so it's one of those things when he says it, I'm shaken with laughter. And I'm just turning and going, is she laughing? Is she laughing?
Yeah, so it compromised your enjoyment.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was the same gig where he did that. Have you ever seen that, is it 30 Minutes of AIDS, the Super Bowl thing?
Yeah,
where it's like you imagine running onto the pitch and bending the foot,
Yeah, that whole dream sequence he has, I'm
sure that was the same
amazing.
one as well.
I think it is the same one, yeah. And that's when he's saying that child paedophilia is rampant. How come I haven't seen any?
Yeah, I've seen Pee Hole, but I've not seen... Yeah, perhaps told me about that as well. So I think he's actually seen it.
What?
When you put a finger up the pee hole and you basically like finger your piss hole.
I didn't know about this until Stanhope.
Yeah, that's a real thing. He goes, he's
seen, honestly.
That?
Yeah.
Why?
I
Yeah.
mean, well, what's pegging then?
That's when you shove something up.
Something.
Yeah. Like usually it's solder lead.
I know there's a maggot one, isn't there, where people put the cock in maggots.
I was
Sweet, merciful
biting
crap.
little bits.
What?
You'd stick your cock in that pool that the fish bite the dead skin off you. Oh. Can you have a little go on that? Would you? I wouldn't. No, me neither.
No.
Imagine they all swim towards it, then slowly back away.
Yeah,
fish can't even go backwards.
Yeah. Reverse, lads. That is one minging cock. And we eat plankton.
I saw one of those things when I was on holiday.
What?
Not plankton.
A minging cock?
Plankton. Yeah, well, maybe. But it was very hot. But no, the little fish tank things.
You stick your feet in, yeah.
Not sure how I feel about
You're not having a go at it.
Seems a bit weird.
Yeah. Well, they don't just eat the dead skin; they'll eat the good skin as well.
It's not just that. Like, it seems like a massive amount of effort to go to for just not being bothered to wash your feet properly.
Yeah, some people got more money than sense, don't they? So they'll have a crack at that.
Well, it was only £5. Anyone can do it.
Well, you should have jumped on. So I given them a tenner, stuck your cock in. See what would have happened.
Would you do a whole body one?
Not face.
No, not face.
Neck down.
Yeah.
Well, that's shoulders down.
How a gent takes a golden shower. Anything from the neck down.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have a go. Maybe I'd have a go at that. How many fish would you need for that, though?
A lot of fish.
It'd be fucking weird.
Couple hundred, I reckon. Couple
Easy.
hundred.
It'll set you back.
It would do, yeah.
Be worth it.
Yeah, one might swim up your bum.
You could drop a load of acid and use neons.
No. Oh, no, that would be enough to fucking do you in, wouldn't it?
Fucking neons, black light, do it in a flotation tank.
Oh, yeah. Play a bit of Animal Collective.
Yeah. What more? You might as well just give you a fucking bread knife as well while you're at it, because the lasting damage is going to be just as fucking great.
Yeah.
That's like that was it the old Roman punishment about putting the criminal in a bag and then put in the bag you put a dog, a monkey and a snake and then throw the bag over a bridge? I've said this, yeah. That's just as fucking crazy. A flotation tank, acid, neon paint and a fucking strobe the black light.
I like
and throw the guy from The End of Live and Let Die in there as well with the fucking skeleton face.
I still like when you first told me about that. The way I worked, it was a small tournament inside the bag.
Oh right, yeah.
So you'd go for the dog. So you'd kill the dog.
Yeah,
right.
And then you'd have to wait for the monkey and the snake to finish, and then fight the winner.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Do you think they'd be that patient? It's not like fucking Bruce Lee here, Enter the Dragon. I don't think they've got official rules or anything. Would you have? Would the monkey be the little like sort of Splinter character that was just like fight?
Maybe, yeah.
Winner stays on.
Well, so officiating proceedings.
You'd need to, wouldn't you?
You'd need someone in there. You need a sensible head.
Yeah, it's chaos enough.
It's chaos enough in this world.
You're drowning.
Without a monkey refereeing things.
Yeah. I like to think that it'd turn into some sort of Disney movie if it was me. And the next thing is like the dog, who would probably be a Shih Tzu, would like fucking calm down, guys. If we don't fix this, we're all going to drown.
The they came together.
Yeah.
And sorted out their differences.
Obviously, once we get out, we use the snake as a rope. And he hooks himself onto a bridge.
Yeah. I don't think there's been a good snake in a Disney film. I can only think of two. The crazy wacky eye one out of the Jungle Book, and the man out of Aladdin had that snake fucking staff that turned into a snake.
Oh yeah, that guy. I want to say Jafar.
That's him.
Yeah,
That's
him.
Yeah.
I loved Aladdin when I was a kid.
Big fan of it. Got a lot of time for that.
Yeah.
I think that was the first, because
Good set of
I
songs.
never really liked Disney films when I was a kid, and I still don't like Disney too much now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Disneyland was the wrong place for me.
Yeah, that really was a bad move.
So terrible.
You were going to abuse the kids in that parish, so they had to move you somewhere.
You're sending me where?
At least Universal.
I've been to Disneyland Hong Kong.
Really? Was that a bit of a head fuck? Because it's a mad
fucked.
place.
Yeah,
Hong Kong's crazy.
I think
as it
I'd prefer Disneyland Hong Kong, I think, to Disneyland Orlando.
it was probably tamer. Yeah,
I think it'd be more fun.
yeah, less like walking into a shrieking migraine. I imagine.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I can't even fathom it.
I've never seen so many prams,
Right.
because it's like Beijing for prams.
Yeah.
You see the big car parks. Of just bicycles.
Oh yeah.
Well, just imagine
Just that,
but
but prams. Right.
Like
Okay.
thousands of the cunts.
Right.
Then I don't know if you've noticed this, but like lots of prams look the same.
Yeah.
How
I mean,
long? Go on.
oh, well, did you go to Disneyland with Arthur?
No, he wasn't. Well, kind of. He was still in Laura.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. I was going to say, is that a fucking crazy
Oh
holiday?
no!
isn't it?
Sorry, no, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was born.
Was he?
Yeah, it was a different holiday.
You fucking mad case.
Yeah.
Bringing a newborn to
Probably
us.
quite young.
He was
to-
only 3 months old.
So,
It was
yeah.
great. He did,
Yeah,
did
he
a
just
lot of
slept.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. We left him in the hotel a couple of times. It wasn't that fucking McCann story.
Thanks a lot for ruining it for everybody. Okay.
Up to then, we were all happy with locks.
We were.
Yeah.
Could have put him in the bath, I suppose, because like there was 3 doors to. There's 3, not with water in it.
I was going to say, could you just give him some parenting tips here? I don't feel qualified
I'm
not
not
having the children.
I'm not the man to come to.
You're not going to leave a newborn in the bath, though, are you?
Not anymore. Not
no.
after the first one.
No, but think about it. If you've got the first door when you go into your hotel room,
Yeah.
yeah, then you've got a big room
Yeah.
with like 2 double beds in it and stuff,
Mhm.
and like cot and things. Then you've got another door which takes you into your kitchen. Then you got another door which takes you into your,
Hold on,
into
Trump.
your little bathroom.
Fucking size hotel room. Are you going into your kitchen?
So okay,
I'm going to stop being a fucking painter and decorator.
sink and microwave. But so there's 3 doors there. So you've really got to go deep into the room.
Yeah.
So at least if he stole Arthur, then they really want him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes for a good amount, I'd imagine. Good looking
Oh,
kid.
no, I don't think they just leave you money.
No, they wouldn't leave you money. No, you're not going to benefit from it. I
Oh,
mean,
right,
they'll
okay.
benefit from it. Yeah, but still, American kind of motel kind of bathrooms still got Bates written all over it.
Yeah, it's
not
not
bothering with any of that.
Well, fucking, that means someone's watching him.
Yep. Watching you masturbate as
Free-
quietly as you can in the
free
bathroom. Nobody fucking. Laura's going, are you still having a shit? Yes!
I love you, Mickey.
Just thinking about the cleaner who you bumped into before you left for the park that morning. All the crazy things. Am I making
Gonzalo.
this slightly semi-biographical now?
What? Yeah.
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 Time to stop talking.
2 on the nose, man.
What were you in Hong Kong?
What were you in Hong Kong for? Lee just tried saying it in Mandarin to be respectful, but he obviously fucked it.
I thought he was just having a wild stroke.
Bit of both.
In Cantonese.
Yeah.
Cantonese stroke. We were traveling, so we ended up in Hong Kong. So let's
Right.
go to Disneyland. A bit weird.
Yeah.
It was all right. Wasn't that busy, but yeah,
Got on a few rides.
a few rides.
Are you sure it wasn't busy, or were you just like 3 foot taller than everybody else there?
Probably the latter. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you brought that little joke up because I can now pull this joke.
Go
Did you
on.
get on the rides easy because they were all too short to get on them?
Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Kind of the same gag.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had Asian Tinkerbell.
Amazing.
Mm.
Fit.
Very fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
fan. Yeah, it was kind of nondescript. It's fine. I wouldn't go again.
No. Would you go to Hong Kong again?
No.
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 Dumb.
Yeah, just it was just like a 24-hour neon
Madness.
madness.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you go to
It was
Tokyo?
cool. No, sadly not. I would have
Right.
liked to.
That's one I'd like to go to.
Yeah.
I'd like to go because I think it's the closest I'm going to see to Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, definitely.
it's quite Times Square's kind of got a little bit of that feel to it. But
has.
it's still got a bit of a Disneyland feel, like this is
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tokyo would be the one, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I would have liked to have gone to Tokyo.
I'd end up fucking waxing all my money trying to save those little turtles that they put in key rings. One man would walk up to me and say, "Would you like to buy?" I'd take, "How many have you got?" All of them. Come with me, friends.
Would you name them?
Don't give up on me, Dave.
Yeah.
There's an owl cafe in Tokyo, apparently. Which
Owl Cafe?
Yeah, which it sounded very intriguing.
That must be a massive key ring.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's just fuckloads of owls in the cafe.
Right.
I don't know if they serve you, but
That would be
it
amazing.
would be good.
You came back. Well, they have to because all owls have got glasses.
Yeah.
So they just come over with their little thing, like, okay, what are we all having here? And they'd be like, okay, like that. And
Oh, yeah.
Look,
It'd be
I'm
brilliant.
in a motherfucking Harry Potter film.
It'd be beautiful. Also,
Although because Tokyo's that mad, I thought it was like a cat cafe where you just bring your pet owl
I think they
and you can have a drink. And
there are cat cafes as well. I
yeah,
believe,
there's those in
There's
like
those-
fucking
yeah.
Manchester or something now. But
Are there?
yeah. But
Yes, yeah.
just the thought that it's not weird in Tokyo that people have pet owls.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a myth, but weren't there vendor machines with used underwear?
Yeah.
Is that true as well?
It is, yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm going next year.
Otherwise, I have wasted loads of money.
Yeah. Through eBay, getting them through in the parcel. These are brand new. I'm fucking having them. Send them back.
Right.
Could you sell them then? You could probably sell them. Your own. There'd be some interested.
Wasn't something with somebody doing
Look
that but
into it.
putting tuna brine in them?
Fuck off. What, in
Yeah.
just new ones?
Yeah.
I'm not having that. How did they
Was
do
this you?
Yeah.
It's going to be our hairbrained
It's another
excuse.
paint.
How did they fake the skid marks?
What?
How did they fake skid marks?
Chocolate.
No, you'd be too giveaway. Surely. Too much
Nutella?
giveaway.
Probably.
You'd smell it though.
Yeah.
wouldn't
You need some.
chocolatey fish. This isn't real.
You can always use your own shit.
That's very true.
Like
Yeah.
if you wanted, if you want the extra, go the extra mile.
But then they might be able to clone you,
That's true.
presumably.
They probably would out there, wouldn't
They would.
No, I'd be fucking well into that. Imagine how upset you'd be.
Mm.
So
Especially if you cloned it and you thought you were getting some 19-year-old girl.
Exactly.
And then a
Yeah.
fucking leaf popped out of a petri
Stand
dish.
and walk out.
Yeah.
Sorry, pissed in the corner of your machine.
Yeah.
Got pizza or what?
Or just even scary. So are we lovers now? I'm not much of a taker. Would be fucking disappointing. It's like those little dinosaurs, the sponge ones you get, and it would say put water on it and it would grow. And it just fucking shook around the table a little bit.
I'd be like fucking Godzilla,
Yeah.
just fucking
Smash the petri dish.
walking around, fucking what I wanted when I wanted.
Yeah. Picking up locals.
Was Godzilla into the fucking? I can't remember.
I remember the
fucking
building
much.
smashing.
Yeah.
I don't remember him sticking his cock in
Maybe
it.
that's the prequel.
Yeah. Is that the bit? Oh, there's a sort of film fan theory that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man didn't explode. That was Godzilla had turned up, spunked everywhere, and that was all. It wasn't marshmallow.
It was Godzilla jizz.
It was Godzilla jizz.
I mean, that stacks up in every conceivable way.
There's a good Cloverfield crossover at least.
It's instantly the best Cloverfield crossover,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, get John Goodman in.
Get him in.
The Rock could beat him to death with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Who's the one that's in the Meg?
Statham.
Statham. Doesn't he do that thing where he punches the fucking shark?
He punches the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shark goes, all right, shit.
Apparently so.
Fucking bellends.
I can't, like, these films, they're so bad, they're good. I can't hack it. I really can't hack it.
I can get on board with the old ones, like the 80s ones.
Yeah, but they don't mean to.
Actual B
They're
movies, yeah.
actually like meaning to try and be
yeah,
good.
yeah. That's the thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's too knowing, too self-aware.
Like, you can stick Sharknado up your fucking hoop.
They're actually incredibly tedious to watch, aren't they? There's nothing fun about them.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Iron Sky?
I've heard of Iron Sky.
Okay.
I have not seen it.
Joe, I was really upset because I didn't realise it was a spoof film. I thought it was
What,
a
Iron Sky or Sharknado?
Iron Sky.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought it was an I didn't think it was a documentary.
Right.
But I didn't realise it was
Taking
a
notes.
comedy.
I can't remember this part of history.
Fucking schools don't teach you anything.
Well, look, I don't think we went to the moon. I don't think Nazis are there.
It's yeah, I mean, you're not fucking crazy.
Mm.
You just don't think we went to the moon.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I see what you mean. The Sharknado stuff is a bit wanky. But yeah, when you get like the old, even like the 80s remake of The Blob and stuff. Was
On board with
was
that.
really good. And like any of like the old Ed Wood ones and like
Yeah.
Plan 9, Channel 7, and Plan 9 from Mars.
Yeah.
I always get that fucking mixed up with the actual Damned song.
Yeah, nice reference. Toolsy Dam.
Yeah, I don't mind those because they've got a bit of nostalgia about them.
Bit of charm.
and things. Yeah.
There's no charm about
No,
those
there
new
isn't.
ones. No,
No.
they're
It's
soulless.
just fucking
I agree.
bullshit.
I agree with Lee on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You've had someone agree with
You've
you.
made it.
Yay!
So I've probably missed several of your podcasts discussing this, but tell me why we didn't land on the moon or have never been to the moon. You think we've never been?
No, just that first one, isn't it?
Just the first one?
No, I don't think we can go. I think the radiation's too much. I think it's weird that even the whole idea of doing that in one go and getting everything right and everything working well.
We haven't done it in a long time either. Does it feel?
Moon.
Yeah. Oh, have we? Yeah, you don't really. Maybe just people don't give a fuck now.
Yeah.
Well,
they're
that
probably
was
up
always
there all
supposed to be the
time.
thing, wasn't it? People don't care.
Yeah.
I think Dandara are up there at the moment. Probably. Fucking estate.
But there's silly like there's your core
Believers.
no there's your core conspiracy things, isn't there? Like the two points of light on shadows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a really good video of like one of them falling over and getting yanked up, and like, it's clearly fucking getting hooked up by something.
Yeah, like a Thunderbird.
Yeah.
It's just one that they reckon Kubrick filmed it as well. Is that what's that about?
I don't
Yeah.
believe that.
No.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
But even down to technology at the time, like think of phone technology, and yet somehow there was a phone call made to the moon.
We have trouble getting signal in this fucking
Exactly.
room, let alone.
Does that not seem weird?
It wasn't a phone call though.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it was a phone
Satellite.
from the Earth side.
Conversation.
Yeah.
Well, could they do satellite communications then? Because that would be entirely possible. Because you're only beaming it up to the satellite, and it's either going to come back down or shoot that way.
I don't know. I haven't
Right.
found any reasonable explanation as
Right.
to why.
I don't know where they
Here's the
were in
thing.
tech at that time.
No.
No, I don't know enough about it really, but there's certainly some questions. Like, but
Well-
there's the videos supposedly you have seen them recently of Buzz. Isn't he
Yeah.
kind of confessing
Yeah, that's
or
that's really
to a
it.
young girl or something?
But I tell you what, because Martin's a cunt
Yeah.
and he's got a gig.
Yeah.
Let's cut the podcast off now, and we'll have a little chat about that in the Patreon.
Okay.
Yeah, sound good.
Cool. Yep.
So
Soundies.
come follow me at a Total Shunt.
Check out Jeff the Mongoose, or just check out me on Twitter, motherfuckers, at Steen Monkey.
And I'm Base Martin.
And every week we record an extra podcast for patrons, or we record not the director's cut, which is like an alternate comedy, alternate commentary on a film we're watching.
Yeah.
Last week it was
Clockwork Orange. Not
Oh,
much
nice.
to joke about
Yeah.
there, to be honest.
Next week it's The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go to our Patreon and you can get t-shirts and cups and stuff and extra content. So good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, welcome to the end of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It was good. Next time we get them in, probably going to have a few drinks with them again. Be good. Enjoyed it. Quick shout out to the patrons who keep the lights on. Cheers to Aaron Bradley, Andrew Hicks, Balaclava Bob, Dan Holmes, David Stevenson. I've no idea why I'm counting these people out on my fingers, but I fucking appear to. Gemma Reed, Jeff Sharp, GWBM, John Daly, Jordan Holmes, Kieran Thompson, Mike Hughes, Steve Carroll, and Wayne Hines. Thanks all very much for your donations. It's all very much appreciated, and it stops me having to do this stuff for you out of my own pocket, which is nice. Again, if you're not a patron and you want more content, it's there for you. Yeah, as I said just before the end, we've got a Director's Cut coming up next week. There's a extended part of this podcast waiting for you right now if you want it, if you want more. Where I think we did the moon landing discussion, but it definitely squiffed off in a different direction for a little bit. Apart from that, go check out my video game podcast, start/continue with Glenn Watterson. That's also good. If you're not, I just always take it for granted that there's a massive crossover of listeners. If you like Formula One, then I'm also it's not. I'm more of just a talking head on that. I do I'm part of a Formula One podcast team called Three Legs, Four Wheels, and we do a podcast every Monday, which is released every Tuesday, which talks about Formula One. So if you want to go and listen to me talk about Formula One, then go and do that. I've probably got more fucking knowledge to talk about Formula One than anything else you've listened to. So you might as well listen to me talk about something that I actually think I know something about. Apart from that, thank you for listening, and I shall speak to you again next week. Fare thee well.